6 a.m.
And it's very, very, very windy.
Scarily so.
I mean, more than I've probably ever heard on the boat, so that's fun.
I'm sure that won't get in the way of events. Okay, let's go to Tesco's.
Let's go.
It's incredibly windy, but like a really strong warm wind. It's bizarre. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Super.
Feels like it should be colder, but I think this is the wind that brings the cold spell in. There are gusts of up to 40 miles per hour. We hope it calms down. Why are there so many cars here? It's my alarm going off for 6:30. Classic set 7 alarms. Why are there so many cars? People all doing their shopping at 6. What are we going to find out? Jesus. I feel like a whole different world is being unlocked for us. Morning world. Why is it black?
Something is afoot with mayonnaise in this country.
Small rescue mission before we get going. Flower pot.
Okay. Goodbye, Wolverton. It's very windy, and the wind is really warm, which is strange.
Leaving Wolverton.
What's really weird is like there's tons of old boating when I used to live on the boat that I don't remember. But these steps over here, I have such a vivid memory of us mooring here. I think we must have done it a few times and just climbing up them. I'm not even sure you could go up them now. But yeah, it's weird what you remember.
Oh my goodness.
That is a train overhead.
That's a train. Okay, so we're leaving Wolverton and it was perfectly fine. It was one of those moorings where
What
like, oh wow, full bike, just yeeted off. Wow, tempted, but no, it's no time. There's no time for diversions. This is like a perfectly fine
Yes, it's a
mooring.
really nice
It's
boat.
weird. So what I was going to say is, there's some really nice moorings here. Pilings all along the side. There's some kind of nature reserve on this side. Where we moored, it was rings, but there was no one there, like no other boats. We were the only boat that whole stretch and this whole stretch. So it felt a bit like, is there a reason no one's there? But we were just like, well, let's just pull up, and it was absolutely fine. So I don't know. I think there's a lot with boating where people are like, if there are no other boats around, it's unsafe. But like, it's just quiet. It's October. That's a pretty nice setup. Yeah, literally just a car park space directly outside your mooring. Amazing. It is a pub. I knew it. I was like, why are there 2 boats here? There's a pub there. Bit of sun peeking out.
The wind is winding, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's getting less bad
It
rather
was
than more
really
bad.
crazy when we woke up. Now
Which is how we want to see it. It's not as bad as it was this morning. This morning, had we not already woken up, I think it would have woken us because it was...
I opened the window and the gust just came like...
You could feel it through the vents.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But yeah, it's not too bad at the moment. It's not raining. It's even potential for sun, so we're actually doing amazing. Milton Keynes is really nice so far. It's very green. The whole canal is just like super green, so Yeah, lots of people jogging, walking their dogs. And we're carrying our whole house with us. Mental. Guys, I'm sorry to show you this, but if I had to see it, so do you. Apparently herons have tongues and they are absolutely repulsive. Honestly, mate, I would keep that to yourself. About an hour into the journey, we came across these moorings, which are standard 14-day moorings on the towpath side, but on the off side, there are some 48-hour moorings. They're part of the Great Linford Manor Park, and they looked absolutely magical. This time, they were completely full, but hopefully we can stay here another time. I mean, wow. The old wolf house, wow. The teddy bears in the windows. The canal ephemera. Chef's kiss, honestly. Absolute chef's kiss. Ugh, not this guy again. I can't even look at him the same way now. I'm sorry, dude, but you made it weird, not me. The cruise to Milton Keynes was really pleasant actually. It's super varied and there's lots to look at and it's all really green and lovely. Wow.
Wow.
Good work. Well done. Milton Keynes, if you don't know, was a new town designed in the 1960s, but it incorporated existing towns and villages, and a lot of the oldest parts are of course along the line of the canal. So there's this really interesting contrast when you're cruising through it, because one minute you're in a village next to cottages that look like they're hundreds of years old, and then you're going under a massive dual carriageway. If you go inside to make a cup of tea or something, you come out like, whoa, what did I miss? There are no locks for the majority of the routes from Milton Keynes. There's just one at Penny Stratford, which is on the way out. And it's an odd little lock with a movable bridge right in the middle. Apparently it was built as a temporary lock and was deemed too expensive to remove, so here it is still 200 plus years later. But the bridge wasn't the problem when we got there. Just got to a lock and there's a young swan in it and I think they're trapped. So I'm going to let them out. I don't think they can get out. All right, mate, hold on. It's going to be all right, mate. Don't panic. The rest of the swans over there, there's another young one. It's going to be all right. Just be careful. Yes, there you go. Bye. Get hissed by all the swans for my trouble. Our first encounter with a moving wide beam. We've never actually passed a moving one. This is the first. It's so big. It's so wide. That's alright.
It's very wide.
It's a good thing the canal is also very wide here.
Yeah, it is.
At Stoke Hammond there was another boat going up, so we got to share the lock with them, which was great. Just before the lock there's a boat hire base, and the owner was taking some brand new hires through on their very first lock. Their hire boat is called King's Landing, and the owners live on a boat called Winterfell, which is also moored right nearby. So at first we were like, what in Game of Thrones is going on here? Once we got out of the lock, the rain finally caught up with us. Inside this lock, Andrew was capturing some classic Andrew lock shots when he noticed the little guy was in trouble. At the time I called this a frog, but the internet tells me it's actually a toad. They can swim, but he was struggling to get out of the lock and looked really sad clinging to the edge, so of course we had to attempt to rescue. I tried to get him to hold on to this mop, but we were having some communication issues. He didn't necessarily understand that I was trying to help him, not drown him with a mop, which is fair enough. So out came the net for a more professional attempt. It's not, no, I'm trying to help. Come on. Yes, come on,
Yes.
Okay, frog has been captured. Frog has been extracted.
Yeah, just let him hop out.
Over there?
Yeah.
He's clinging on for dear life, the poor guy. Doesn't want to let go now. Are you caught in the net? Okay, there you go. Okay. You're safe here. You can find a better habitat, not in a lock. Goodbye. The water in the next lock pound was so low that you could actually see the lock paddle mechanism, which is usually below the waterline. It's quite cool to see that, because normally you'd only see that if the lock was fully drained. 3 locks done, which is what, 5 total? Oh boy. At this point, the downpour started in earnest.
It was super windy this morning, then it got sunny, now it's pouring.
I think the next one's cold.
Oh no.
Burger coming up.
Thank you. Now your watch begins.
And I imagine we'll continue until the rain stops.
I've been out here.
I know you have. It's raining, but you know, that's not going to stop us because we're boaters. We've just got to keep going. If I stay perfectly still, then the water doesn't run off me or inside. So I just have to stay like this, and then it kind of works. But if I move, it's a complete shit show. And it's also so busy, it's just a wall of boats, so I can't go any faster. It's so busy.
What have I missed apart from driving rain and misery?
Not much, I'm just pretty wet. I can't see anything because my glasses are completely soaking. And like everything obviously on my face is like running into my eyes, so like my SPF is like burning my eyes. I can't see anything. I'm also freezing because I'm only wearing a t-shirt under this. I saw another poor bastard going by and we were like, that's about it really. It's Yeah, it's quite wet. I mean, it's been stopping, but I can't tell because I'm soaking. So, but I think there's a lot coming up, possibly right there. Grove Lock, where I fell on my butt, but luckily you didn't even see, and neither did the camera, so no one will ever know.
We're getting to the end of the day now. I think we started at 8, it's now just past 5. Really bucketing it down with rain, so probably time to moor up and have a cider.
Come on, moorings. Like another heron. That's like the 10th one today. Now we're just trying to find any patch to moor up on because it's all not moorable. I'm wearing 2 coats, both waterproof, and yet I am wet.
The rain did in fact stop us. We moored up on a long stretch of nowhere and it was fast turning into a full-on storm.
I am a jammed rat.
It's completely
My legs
torrential.
are properly soaking.
We'd cruised for almost 9 hours, which was about 22 miles and 8 locks, which was bloody hard work actually. After only one day of choosing to go super hard and fast, we were already kind of having second thoughts about it.